friends, it's Friday again, which means it's time for another kick-ass Friday workout, live workout. This is where we show up every week. This is where we push our limits, become more powerful, we burn fat, burn calories, get into the great mood and leave more energized than we came. And I hope we're gonna be fine today, since I think we have messed up the announcement for this live a little bit, and not every one of you are aware that this is happening right now. But it doesn't matter for me because, well, I've made an agreement with myself to show up every Friday for you guys and give you this workout. So this is what we're gonna be doing today. Again, a bunch of boxing inspired moves, some good jumping rope, and some kettlebell exercises. Even though you don't necessarily need a kettlebell for this workout, I will show you a bunch of replacements suitable for all fitness levels. As always, pretty accessible for everyone. So let me check if we are online, if the stream is going nicely, and then I will showcase the exercises for today, and let's get started. So yeah, I will just briefly check if we're doing good with the stream. Yeah, and looks like we are. So the exercises for today is, of course, we're gonna be doing jump rope and well, mostly, and we will have, as always, we will have voice cues for every single exercise. And if you do have a jump rope, please use it, because this is a very versatile tool, terrific calorie burner, immensely beneficial for your feet, and proper footwork pattern development, especially useful for those of you practicing boxing or any type of martial arts. Also for the runners, it helps to develop proper foot placement in running as well, and basically prevent a whole lot of injuries that are commonly happen in the ankle and in the foot and in the knees and all those joints in the lower part of your body. If you don't have a jumping rope, don't be discouraged. Instead of using the rope, just go for something similar in terms of calorie expenditure and energy. For example, you can do jumping jacks. So when you hear the cue to go jump rope, you just do jumping jacks. Or another good way is to do high knees, or then you can just jog in place casually, just to keep your heart rate up and calories burning. Or you can go shadow fight, throw some punches and uppercuts and whatnot. So basically, don't stay still. Make sure you're doing something. When it says jump rope, do something energetic that feels like work. Now, another exercise that we have chosen for you today is the Jacari Push-up. I will demonstrate it in a minute, but let me tell you that even though we put a lot of thought behind the choice of those exercises, so those are accessible and have some mobility component to them and exercise your body in all planes of motion, the specific choice of some specific exercise is not that important. The most important thing for basically reaching any of your fitness goals is to show up, is to actually show up every day or every Friday or every, like, consistently. Basically consistency matters most for reaching any of your fitness goals, be it like fat loss or increased endurance or stamina or whatnot. Okay, so another exercise is Jacari push-up, which starts in the well, actually in the loaded beast position, but you of course first get into this high plank position, then you go into this loaded beast pose, which is a starting pose for the beast push-up and Mike Tyson push-up and all that sort of push-ups. And then when you transfer your weight, it starts as a Mike Tyson push-up. When you transfer your weight to your hands, you also go like raise your leg to the level like just below your wrist and make a push-up. So you don't have to like go here. This is not the point. The point is to make your legs and your upper body to work in tandem, in unison, and you do the push-up. And as soon as you have done the push-up, you go back into this loaded beast position and then repeat on the other side. So this is how it looks. Not too high, well, let's say it's the middle ground between your wrists and your toes. So this is how you do it. This is Jacari push-up. It helps you develop. It loads evenly the lower part of your body, which is uncommon for push-ups in general. And then it's a terrific mobility drill, which again open up your hips and increase hip mobility, which is crucially important in a daily life and especially in the martial arts. And then the third exercise yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, let me engage the don't disturb mode. So another exercise is gonna be reverse lunge, and here you have a ton of options actually. Reverse lunge is done like this. So you stand up tall and then you go lunge back with one leg, and then you get back to it and repeat on the other side. So this is your typical reverse lunge, and this is how you do it if you don't have any weights or don't want the enhanced, more difficult version of it. This is the regular way to do it, but then and this is pretty kind of accessible to all fitness levels. So you just make sure you go as deep as touching the floor with your knee, and then you go back. What you can do to make it harder for you is to include knee drive. So whenever you go up, you go knee up. So you like drive your knee up, and to make it even harder, you can do this jumping knee drive, which is you jump. When you drive your knee, you make it a jumping knee drive lunge. So this would be even harder. And if you have kettlebell, for example, somewhere around, or even a heavy dumbbell, you can do another variation where you're actually using extra weight for those lunges. And the way you do it is, if you are squatting, if your right knee goes into the lunge, then the weight should be in your left hand, in the opposite hand. So you go into the lunge, and when you come back into the initial position, you switch the weight from one hand to the other, and then repeat the lunge on the other side. So it's always, if you go with your left leg, then the weight is in your right hand, so that the weight can swing without hitting any obstructions, without hitting your knees or anything. So this is how it looks. It's a lunge, and then you have this ballistic dynamic weight component to it. It feels really good in your knees and in your hands, and basically this is a total body exercise. So I will go, since I like kettlebells, I will go for this variation, and you are free to do regular lunges or knee drive lunges or whatever you choose to do. Okay? So this is about it. And before we start, thank yourself for showing up today. We are gonna have a terrific workout in just a couple minutes, and I think consistency is the most important thing. So if you are showing every Friday, week after week, you will see results no matter your fitness goals. Okay, because consistency matters the most out of anything. Maybe, of course, if your goal is to lose weight, then your nutrition is obviously very important, but then consistency matters for nutrition as well. So you have to be consistent in your nutrition strategy to succeed. So consistency matters most. And also let me remind you guys that you can actually ask questions in the comments. I see the comments coming, and I will get to them after the workout, which will take us around 20-23 minutes. We are going for 3 rounds, 3 exercises each, and a jump rope in between. And in the end, I will read all the comments, and if you have any meaningful questions about, you can ask anything about fitness, nutrition, exercises, whatever is on your mind, just put it down in the chat, and I will get to them after the workout. And if you are watching this in recording, still, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. So you can no longer use the chat, but put them in the comments. I am personally reading and replying to all the comments, and I will continue to do that as long as, well, this is in my power. If it's not gazillion comments there, then I will answer them all. Okay? So, and of course the third piece of equipment that you need, and this is the most essential one, is your water bottle. Keep it handy. Let me switch on the music, and let's get going.
Get ready.
Yeah, we have a sound issue again, but that's already common thing. So I will readjust the sound here, and hopefully.
Get ready.
Yeah, let's go. Open up your hips. We are gonna be using our legs today So warm it up. A couple torso rotations. Mobilize your spine.
Jump rope.
If you are new to the jump rope, start with boxing skip, which is jumping from one leg to the other. It's the most kind of forgiving type of footwork, or if you can only do basic jumps, go for it. This is actually a bit tougher than boxing skip. Then also try jogging flex.
Rest.
Jacari push-ups. Get ready. Get into this push-up position.
Jacari push-ups.
So one leg goes up, and then you go into the push-up, and then repeat on the other side. Pretty similar to these push-ups, but opens your hips a bit more.
Rest.
Has a bit more mobility component to it. Let's open up.
Jump rope.
If you mess it up, just reset and continue.
Rest.
Those push-ups are really demanding. I feel it already. Woo.
Reverse lunges.
Reverse lunges. Left hand, right leg. And the opposite. Right hand, left leg. This exercises your posterior chain as well as your legs. As well as your quads, and of course your hands are involved in a way.
Rest. Jump rope.
If you want to challenge yourself, go for single leg jumps. Like 5, 6 before switching.
Rest.
that will give this extra challenge to your legs, to your calves.
Squat to punch.
And we also have this squat to punch. The way I will do it, I do cross, cross, uppercut, uppercut. This is a basic drill that teaches you to engage your legs in every punch.
Rest. Jump rope.
This is a southpaw footwork. We have our shorts to break it down.
Rest.
You can look it up on this channel if you're interested. Now we have a bit of a longer rest. 1 minute. Barely enough to drink some water and catch your breath. And if your lungs are on fire, put the fire in the chat. Doing really good, guys. Woo. First set done. 2 more to go. Don't crash on the couch. Don't sit on a chair. Challenge yourself to still move around, even during rest. That will increase your calorie expenditure and keep the heart rate up.
Jump rope.
Listen to the music and don't forget to have fun. This is extremely important. Because if your workout is not fun, then probably you're not gonna stick to it. Go wild.
Rest.
Don't sweat it if you can't keep up with all the footwork. Just as soon as we're done with the workout, go check out the shorts tutorials. We have them for all those footwork types.
Jacari push-ups.
Jacari Push-ups. Basically knee to elbow kind of move. And then push it up. This is also a progression to a single arm push-up. It's one of the good progressions.
Rest.
Since it's lots, it leaves you on 3 points. So it's one of the good preparation drills
Jump rope.
for a single arm push-up. I'm messing it up all the way, all the time. No one is perfect, so don't sweat it. Don't judge yourself.
Rest.
It doesn't matter, doesn't tell you anything about your character at all.
Reverse lunges.
Keep your torso vertical. Despite the heavy weight, keep the form. Keep your proud chest.
Rest. Jump rope.
If the music is fast, go fast. If it goes slow, go slow. Try to match the beat.
Rest.
Squat to punch comes next.
Squat to punch.
Technique is not very important here. The important thing is that you put your work in. Use the music to guide your pace.
Rest.
Doing good. Almost done with the second set. Just one more jump rope interval. And the second set is
Jump
done.
rope.
If you can't jump rope yet, but you do have a jump rope already, just work on your side swings. Preferably both hands. So switch your hand. Left hand is very important to develop alongside with your right hand. It also exercises the other part of your brain, like literally.
Rest.
No, not sure if you know it, but when you do things with your left hand, the right side of your frontal cortex is responsible for that, or whatever cortex is responsible for movement. And the opposite is true. So when you do things with your left hand, which you will normally only would do with your right hand, that starts building synapses in the opposite side of the brain, which you then can use for solving any type of problems or puzzles in your daily life or at work. So fitness is not only about looks, as it turns out. One more set to go.
Jump rope.
And as you can see, you can use pretty much any music to jump rope, even this heavy metal stuff. As long as there is a rhythm. If it's a bit slowish, go for some more difficult footwork, like this double high knee, for example, which is obviously more demanding than regular jumping.
Rest.
Dripping sweat.
Jacari push-ups.
Doing great, guys. Almost done.
Rest.
Just a couple more minutes. And we are done for the day. Maybe for a few days even.
Jump rope.
There is a short, by the way, about how do you handle those mess ups in a good way. And basically what it says is that when you mess up, don't stop. Go into the side swings and reset.
Rest. Reverse lunges.
Nice and slow. I assume this weight is heavy enough to challenge you. So, no jarring movements, no jerking, nice and slow, but keep the pace up.
Rest. Jump rope.
Try those side taps. This is a version of 12 taps, and it's not in front of you, but on the side, which is more challenging, or you can even combine them. Perfect for this music.
Rest.
Squat to punch drill.
Squat to punch.
Use your legs. This drill teaches you to sync your punches with your leg movement.
Rest.
Last interval. Last jump rope interval, guys. Give it all you got.
Jump rope.
And if you haven't got much left in your tank, still give it all you got. Let's make it a finisher. Finish this workout strong. Finish your week strong, so that you can go have your Friday dinner, have a nice weekend, and then come back hungry for more on Monday. Or whatever is your next training day.
Workout complete.
Yeah. Now please. We did it, people. Woo. Give yourself a tap on the back. That was awesome. I will turn the volume down a little bit, and I will be ready to look into your questions in a while, as soon as I finish huffing and puffing and drink some water. All in all, that was a really surprisingly engaging and demanding workout, I would say. I haven't expected that kind of a level of, muscle recruitment. And what I want you to do now, as soon as we're done with this session, like literally, come by the mirror, look into your own eyes, and thank you for taking this step, this extra next step towards a leaner, more powerful, stronger version of yourself, of your future self. Because no matter again what your goal is, the important thing is that you are taking steps towards this goal that you have, and today there was one more step, and you have succeeded, and we have to celebrate those successes every time. It's very important, because what you do when you acknowledge that you showed up, it doesn't matter if you had to stop somewhere in the middle or drop the pace or even stop for a while to take a breather. It's not what is important. The important thing is that you showed up again this Friday and have made this next progression towards your bigger goal. And by acknowledging this specifically in front of the mirror or whatever, you can write it down into your journal if you are journaling. That's another great way of acknowledging this. By acknowledging, you sending this signal to your brain that you are doing good, you are making progress, and that way your brain perceives it as another success instead of thinking, oh, I had to stop in the middle, so I'm apparently a failure. No, you are not. You are a great performer, you showed up, and you have proven to yourself that you can be consistent, that you can show up every Friday, and that you deserve to become this stronger, more resilient, more powerful, more energetic person that you are striving to be. So, enough chat, let's get to your questions. I will get my laptop a bit closer and see what we have in the chat, because we have something. Ooh, yeah. Hi to everyone who said hi. There are too many of you. Yeah, so guys from Australia, say hi and say that they are loving the stream. Yeah, so shout out to Dixie Nomas. Thank you, my friend, and thank yourself for showing up. And well, hope there are more Australians loving this stream, because I actually, at one point in my life, I thought about immigrating to Australia. So I'm not sure if that matters to you, but I do love Australia, I do love New Zealand, and hopefully we will see each other sometime. So yeah, a bunch of thank yous, and yeah, then some of the Russian people ask if, so I have promised to tell you where to take this mat. Yeah, this is, since we don't have any more meaningful questions, let's talk a little bit about this mat and why this is important. So there are a bunch of different options you can go for what comes to training mats. You can, for example, take like a regular yoga mat, and it will be sliding around. And if you have seen my early workout recordings, you can see that I have a mat that is like go all around the place. So it's really a pain in the ass. You have to like readjust it every time to make sure you are still in camera view. So and even if you don't film yourself, then in general it just moves around, you know. It's like now it's here and 5 minutes later it's in your corridor. It's like frustrating. And not that I dislike, for example, some types of training mats, but some of those I specifically like, you know, sleeky, and they move around more than the others. And what comes to the jump rope mat, first of all, if you don't have any neighbors, if you live on a first floor or ground floor, go like without any mat. This is quite okay. Don't obsess over the mat. And I'm on a 4th floor, and I have some like really sensitive neighbors below me, so I'm using this kind of I'm not sure even what's this material, but this is a mat this specific one is a mat from Dope Ropes. I will put the link or like the brand name in the comments, and pretty much the same kind of quality mat you can get from Elite Jumps. And Elite Jumps, in my opinion, is the best like ever in this universe producer of the proper jump ropes and the mats. And this type of mat, the shorter version, the kind of, I have this longer one for filming, but you can get a shorter one, and it will cost you something like 70 euros. And if this is too much, then compare it to the cross rope mat, which is twice as expensive, and it slides around still. So it's like, and it's stiff like a, I don't know, like a stone. So some producers really, well, manufacturers don't really know what they are doing. And one of the, like, not many, let's say, brands who know what they are doing in this fitness world, this is Elite Jumps. And they produce terrific jump ropes, which are pretty accessible. They are a bit, just a tiny bit pricey. Let's say around like 20 to 30 euros per rope. But those ropes are concrete approved. So you can jump on concrete, and it will last you a minimum of 1 year. And I can personally testify that this is the case. I jump every day, I do it on concrete outside, even in the winter, and it lasts for a year, literally, like 9 months minimum. And this is extensive, like every day, 1 hour every day. So it will probably last your lifetime. And it's incomparable to those like €1 jump ropes, which you can of course use at home, and it will again last you for a lifetime at home. But what comes to jumping on concrete, on heavy abrasive surfaces, it's better to pay a little bit more, like 20-30 euros, and get yourself a decent rope that will last like many months. So this is the mat of this quality. It's a tiny bit pricey, but again, I think a decent yoga mat will be around the same kind of price point of 50 to 70 euros, or even higher. So shouldn't cost you an arm and a leg. And again, this will last you a lifetime. It's one-time purchase, and it's really soft. I don't know what that is. It's some kind of a gel inside of it. It's like 2 thin layers of rubber, and then there is some kind of a gel. So you can really jump barefoot, and there is no strain on your knees. It's really like good for, well, I just don't touch it, it just lives in this place in my room. Okay, so hopefully guys that answers your question, and I will put the link in the comments for this brand, or maybe the store directly. Those of you in United States, you can go straight to the Elite Jumps web store and purchase yourself a good rope and a mat. And those in Europe, you can look up the Dope Ropes brand, which is the distributor of basically the same produce, it's just branded differently, but it's like in Europe. Okay, thank you guys, thanks for being supportive, such a great community. Thank you for all the love you're sending my way. I see all the reactions, I just can't, react immediately. And for all those shout outs, and for all your acknowledgements, and I will continue as long as I'm well. I will continue to show up for you every Friday, as long as you promise to show up to see me every Friday, so that I can yell at you and make you fulfill your own promises, and make you work harder and show up every week. So thank you guys, and hope you enjoyed this workout. If you are really enjoying as much as I see you do in the comments, consider tagging your friend in the comments, share the URL to this channel, share this stream, share the channel, share whatever. And if you know someone who would like to lose weight or become like a better performer, both like in terms of fitness or like brain power, better performer professionally, you can also let them know that I have recently released this fitness guide, six-pack apps for keyboard warriors. And since I am being a keyboard warrior myself, basically an office worker, a software developer, I know exactly what it means to be like when your fitness tanks, when your energy is not there, when you don't want to live your life, basically don't want to get up from your bed every morning. And this is exactly the guide, this is exactly the book about this type of struggle and how to take back control of your life, of your energy, and over like everything in your life, basically. So go check out the book. It's also mentioned in the description, and you can send the link directly to any of your friends. It's completely free, by the way, I emphasize it. Just there is some process where you are giving me your email and you can download it. This is all I'm asking for. If you really need that information, and this is basically like 20 years of experience packed into a single ebook, which hopefully will help a lot of you guys as much as it has helped me. So thank you and see you next Friday. Until next time, bye bye.